Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Potomac Local Podcast here on PLN. I'm Uriah Kiser, founder and publisher of Potomac Local News. Today, we're talking about keeping warm in the wintertime. We're talking about Operation Warm. This is a partnership between Stafford County Public Schools and Stafford County Fire and Rescue that ensures every child has a coat this winter. We always talk about this every winter. This is an effort that you guys work together on. Joining us on the podcast today, Mark Doyle. He's with Stafford County, Stafford Fire Department, and Hunter Berry with Stafford County Public Schools. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on the podcast today. We'll start with talking about what inspired the schools and the fire department to team up to make sure that kids stay warm.
Well, this initiative started back in probably 2008. It was initially given to us by Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department. They had been doing this partnership with Operation Warm for a number of years. They were trying to spread the wealth. They gave us about 30 coats at the time and explained the program to us, and we took off from there. We started donating coats to the children. We would contact the schools, work with their community outreach or public information officer, as it was at the time, who in turn would work with the guidance counselors, and we would get lists. Through the community partners, we've grown over the years to be able to go from supplying 30 coats that were given to us to, at some years, over 2,000 coats to the children within Stafford County Public Schools. And it wouldn't be possible without the partnership we have with the school system and our community partners. They are a huge part. Every dime that we raise goes directly to purchasing coats. There is no administrative fees. There's nothing. That's what the money goes for. Purchase coats. That's the main goal.
You know, Hunter, I'll ask you that the several events that I've been to at the school division, and whether it's a back to school night or even, you know, at my kids' school, there always seems to be outreach in terms of reaching parents and children who don't have what they need. And I can tell you, I've been to an event where there were just free clothes there, right? The kids, if you need them, you can take them. So this is something that Stafford County is uniquely aware of, and Stafford County schools, especially, trying to meet the needs of the community. So talk about this particular drive and the sort of the organization that goes in it from the school's part and the excitement about being part of it.
Sure. So Stafford schools were dedicated to the whole student, right? So when they're coming to our building every day, we want them ready to learn. That includes making sure they're fed, that they have clothing, that they have the school supplies that they need. So partnering with the fire department on coats. We have kids that are waiting at the bus stop outside in the cold. So we wanted to make sure that they have the proper outerwear while they're waiting for our buses or walking to buildings. So this year we worked with our social workers, our counselors, our school-based staff to identify those most critically needed students that need the support of a new winter coat. And we have about 1,700 that will receive them this year. It's beginning to plateau. We had a spike at COVID, as Mark was mentioning, where we were giving away more than 2,000 coats because our families were in need of that supply. And now it's leveled off to be just under 2,000 each year.
Mark, what's the reaction among the families that you see who get these generous donations? You know, are they surprised? Are they grateful when distribution day happens and the coats go out? What do you see?
Well, Hunter, it's a unique situation because we don't see that. And there's a reason why. We learned early on when we had the 30 coats, we carried them to a school and we presented them to the children. And from that reaction, we decided that it would be better off to provide the coats to the guidance counselors and let those individuals provide the coats. Because, you know, with these children, especially the older children, it's a pride thing. And, you know, sometimes it's not as warming as you think it is. They feel a little down about having to receive that coat. So that's the last thing we want. We want everybody to be happy. What's our take on it is when our guys come back, they go to school functions or they happen to go on a call at the school. and they see the coats that we provide. They know they're out there. They know they're being used. That's kind of our payback for what we do. You know, we know from talking to the guidance counselors that they, the children are very happy to have them. So that's where we leave it. You know, it's not about how we feel. It's just making sure that those children feel warm in the winter and have the coat to make sure that happens.
Yeah, yeah, and so if families want to get involved, if they want to donate, if they want to, just participate and chip in any way to make those kids feel warm this winter, tell us how they can do that.
They can do it a couple of different ways. They can go on the social media with the Mountain View Fire Department Facebook page. We've got it on there. They go on Stafford County Public Schools. There are links there that they can donate using a credit card online. It goes right into our fund. They can also, those of us that are still writing checks today, can send a check to Mountain View Fire and Safety Association, P.O. Box 2528, Stafford, Virginia 22555. They'll put Coats for Kids in the memo line and make the donation and mail it into us at the post office box, and it'll go right into the coats.
And of course, we will put all that information into the description in this video, and of course, on our website at PotomacLocal.com. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us on the podcast. Thanks for all you do to make sure these kids are staying warm this winter, and we'll keep updated. But maybe you can tell us how many you collected, and if there's anything else you need in terms of getting the word out and letting people know about this. We're happy to help.
That's the main thing, Uriah, is getting the word out. And one of the things I want to say before we leave, because I want to make sure that we give a shout out to Ebenezer Methodist Church this year. They were a huge part of making a success this year. Quite honestly, without their partnership, we probably wouldn't have been as successful as we were. So I want to make sure that people from Ebenezer know how grateful we are for what they did for us this year.
All right. Thanks, gentlemen, so much. And thank you for watching here on the Potomac Local Podcast, watching, listening, however you're getting it. We certainly appreciate you being here. For more local news, go to PotomacLocal.com. Sign up for our free daily email. We send that out at 4 p.m., packet full of local news you just won't find anywhere else. And, of course, go to our YouTube page if you want to see what's happening where you live between Fredericksburg, Manassas, and Woodbridge. It's all right there at PotomacLocal.com and on YouTube. Have a great day.
Thank you.